This is a typical application using rational expressions because it deals with time and speed and distance. If you would take a moment to pause the video and read the problem, you could save a little time in the setup. Now, assuming that you've done that, let's look at this ratio, which is speed is distance, the ratio of distance to time. That's a ratio, rational expression, usually in miles per hour. Here's the ratio. But in this case, we're being asked how much longer did it take this nurse to get home. So that would imply we're looking for time, which is actually distance over speed. That's how they're related. Okay, and we're looking specifically for the difference in the time it took her to get home, because we're assuming it took her longer to get home than to get to work, minus the time it took her to work. Alright, so that's the difference. Okay, so the time it took her to get home, time is distance over speed. So the time to get home was the distance, which is 18 miles, over the speed, which they tell us is s miles per hour. And the time to get to work is a little trickier, but we're given that the time it took her to drive home was 8 miles slower than the average speed she had driven to work. Well, if it was 8 miles slower to get home, then getting to work was 8 miles faster. Now here's her speed to get home. To get to work, it was 8 miles per hour faster than that. So there's an expression for the time that it took her to get to work. And we're looking for the difference in time, the time it took her to get home, the difference between that and the time it took her to get to work. This is an algebraic sum, two rational expressions. We need a common denominator, which would be s plus 8. Alright, so this first guy we have to multiply by s plus 8. And subtract this guy will have to be multiplied by s. Should extend this division line a little longer. Distribute that multiplication, which is 18s, plus 18 times 8 is 144, minus 18s, all over s plus 8. This equals negative 18s and positive 18s are opposites. They cancel one another. 144 over s times s plus 8, and let me write it down here. We could distribute that multiplication, but it's not necessary. This solution that we're looking at is 144 over s times s plus 8 hours longer to get home, because that's what this represents, the difference in time to get home than to get to work.